turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, use the versus sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south.
The weather this time of year in the south, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll run with Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Falcons at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Hey, check nigga.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Flush to it, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Red, yellow. Plastic, stick. Blue, black. Hut.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Ready, set.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No peek. Green jack.
Back to throw here. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
A short kick taken at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now play fake. Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22.
Although he's picked in the third round, Desmond Ridder is actually the second quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be faced.
And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Drill green. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Lance now on 1st down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. On 1st down, Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, a run with Patterson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here we go. Hey,
Lance and company going on 4th down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Hey, check Reagan.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Shifts by him. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up for the 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 60. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And they go with McCaffrey. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 3. Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That is into the hands of Patman.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked out his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Lance now on 1st down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Desperation time here. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Patterson again. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
He's ready. Right, 97.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Ready.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
On the ground, it's Calais. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.